In the uncharted terrain of my existence, there was an encounter, both surreal and transformative, that forever changed the course of my life. This was not with a living, breathing being, but rather with my departed grandfather, a meeting that transcended the realms of life and death. A profound connection was established in the silent corridors of a funeral home, a bond that transcended time and left an indelible mark on my soul. This significant chapter in the narrative of my life wasn't just a fleeting childhood memory, it was an encounter that echoed through the years, defining my identity and shaping my destiny. The departure of Grandpa Leroy left a profound void in the fabric of our family, a void that was keenly felt by all, but most acutely by us, his adoring grandchildren. We had basked in the warmth of his love, a love that was now an absence, a silence that echoed painfully in our lives. His farewell, too soon and too sudden, had us grappling with a newfound emptiness. The grief was all-encompassing, yet amidst the sorrow there was a memory that stood out, framed like an everlasting photograph in the depths of my mind the day of his funeral. The intricate hallways and multiple parlours of the funeral home served as the setting for this transformative encounter. This solemn backdrop orchestrated the final performance of a love story that transcended life, a poignant and unforgettable encounter that lingered long after the final goodbyes. Standing outside his designated parlour, I locked eyes with him across the room. Driven by the innocent devotion of a young grandchild, I approached him, oblivious to the reality of his passing. Hand in hand, we traversed the halls, engaging in the familiar banter that defined our special bond. Our steps led us to the lounge area, my cherished spot with its array of snacks and vending machines. The familiarity of our interaction reached a crescendo as we neared the point where our paths first crossed. Abruptly, he halted, and with a tone of finality, he said, "Nick, I have to go now." In the blink of an eye, he vanished, leaving me with an empty hand suspended in the air, a poignant image that has endured through the years. What makes this encounter even more intriguing is that my grandmother, aunt, and mother distinctly remember that moment. It became a shared memory, a source of concern for them in the years that followed. Approaching the open casket, my mother lifted me up, and there lay Grandpa Leroy, peacefully resting. Confused, I bombarded my mother with questions, unaware of the harsh reality. Through her tears, she gently told me, "Nick, honey, he is dead. He is gone and not coming back." Disbelief fueled my protests, insisting that I had just seen him outside. This unspoken episode remained buried within me until the age of 12 or 13. Visiting my grandmother, whose health was faltering, and reflecting on my past, I felt compelled to share my long-held secret. Once again, tears were shed, and their initial disbelief gave way to acceptance. They found it astonishing that I could retain such a profound memory from childhood. Their recollection of the scene at the casket lent validation to my experience, offering a poignant farewell from one of my dearest human beings. Fearful of causing emotional distress, they had refrained from discussing the incident with me over the years. However, my grandmother, in the twilight of her years, often requested that I recount the story whenever I visited. To my surprise, she confided in me, sharing a personal experience of waking up one day, feeling the presence of my grandfather beside her. It was as if they had gone to bed together and woken up in each other's company, a sentiment she hadn't disclosed until I revealed my own extraordinary encounter. As the years rolled on, the impact of that surreal encounter resonated in unexpected ways. It became a thread woven into the fabric of our family's history, a testament to the enduring bonds that transcend the boundaries of life and death. The memory of Grandpa Leroy's final farewell became not just a fragment of my past, but a poignant reminder that love, in its purest form, defies the constraints of mortality.